Everyone looks at all of our modern day heroes like Muhammad Ali, who would tell people all the time, I'm the greatest. We look at people like LeBron James and Michael Jordan and Steph Curry. We look at the outcomes that they've been able to achieve. However, we don't pay as much attention to the process that they've had to go through to get to that level of success. When I look back on my journey, specifically around fatherhood, I knew at an early age that I wanted to be a great father. I had a wonderful mother that provided for me. I had all the love and affection that any child could have. And ultimately, because things didn't work out with them, I was left with a huge void of not having a male figure in my life. My oldest son, Brennan Jackson, was born. It was very challenging for me because as a child, you're now tasked with raising a child. And thank God I had a wife who was there and very supportive and ultimately just held me accountable, making sure that I could do the hard stuff. And at some point I looked up and I realized, man, the same thing that happened to me, I'm now doing to my son. And ultimately, I was so grateful to be in a position where I was able to go out and advocate and ultimately receive full custody of my son. And it was the greatest feeling in the world. I'm happy to even now say that my son now resides with me full time here in Texas, and our relationship has grown leaps and bounds as a result. Not just our relationship, but also the relationship that he has with his siblings. I'll never forget on one occasion, there was a time where, Brennan had made a mistake and we had to look at, how were we going to discipline him? And it was emotional. He was upset. I was upset. And I'll never forget, he looked me in my eye and he said, Dad, why don't I remember you there for me the same way that I see you show up for Destiny and Deshaun? I looked him in his eye and I said, hey, Brendan, I want to apologize because I made bad decisions that resulted in me not showing up for you and me not being there and me not being present. But I had a follow-up question. I asked him, I said, hey, Brennan, knowing that you have to see me with your brothers and sisters every day, giving them love, giving them affection, giving them all the things that, as you said, you weren't able to take advantage of, how does that make you feel? He looked at me and said, Dad, I'm just glad that they get an opportunity to have you, although I didn't. I knew in that moment, if as an 11-year-old child, he could forgive me for the 3 to 4 years or so that I have been absent, then I had some work to do, because this kid is showing me in real time what forgiveness looks like. And as an adult male, I was struggling with forgiving my father. So when I think about greatness, I want to be a great father. I want to be a great husband. I want to be a great leader in my community. I want to be great in corporate America. I know all of those will come with challenges, failures, obstacles, and other things, but the process has been made very clear, and I embrace that process. And so now everything that I do, I want to go out and be great at everything. And so I say to you all, man, if you want something, it's going to come with work. Anything in your life that you want to go out and get, go get it and go be great at it.